Hello there, and welcome to this episode of A Tiny Dot in Space, where I explore the regions, districts, states, subdivisions of the various nations on planet Earth, one by one. And while doing so, well, I hope to be able to explore, maybe have a bit of fun, and try to score 25,000 points in the region of the day in a game of GeoGuessr. And yeah. Today, we are moving into Botswana, and it's a sort of map that makes me go a little rigid with fear, to put it that way. We're going into the Kgatleng, I'm probably mispronouncing that, Kgatleng district of Botswana, which, as you can see, sits just outside northeast of the capital of Gaborone. And yeah, almost 8,000 square kilometers, 122,000 people, and the capital of which is the town of Mochudi, which is not covered, which has 50,000 people. And yeah, and this map is weird in many ways, because I use a script in order to pick the locations, and the script is based on the locations of the, what's it called, the ISO 3166/2 or -2 system, which is a system that is worldwide, defining the various districts and regions of every nation on Earth. And it is mostly accurate, but here's a weird discrepancy. And I've seen it in a few maps before, but not so far in this series. And you can see here, this road and this little area here, plus this bit of road, is all located according to the map within the Southeast District. So when I saw this, I was like, what am I going to do with that? So I'm basically just going to play it as it is. That's why I've called the map the Kgatleng district, sort of. It gives me a few more locations to play with, and it will diminish the chances of winding up here, because this is the sort of things that has me go absolutely gods. And if you wonder, why are there no locations picked here? Well, that is a good question, because the script is supposed to pick 70% populated areas, and then 30% so whatever. And I would say that this definitely qualifies as both populated and whatever. So I don't know why. Maybe it's third-party photography or something. I don't know, because third-party photography is not included in this script thingy. So yeah, well, I guess we can expect it to be pretty sandy and maybe a little grassy. That's pretty much all I know from Botswana, from the few games I've played in the country until now. So, and usually you wind up somewhere in Gaborone if you're playing a random world map thingy. So let's see, we're gonna go moving, not any of those. And of course, then we're gonna make a challenge out of it. And I'm just gonna copy the challenge and put it in a safe spot. Let's see, there we are. And this is Kgatleng. Okay, that's the link in a safe spot. Let's get the show rolling. So the idea is that I want to play. I want to play again in the region. I want to play a 25,000 point round in any of the regions, and if I do reach 25,000 points, the region will be taken off my list of regions to play. If I fail to do so, it will remain on the list of regions to play and might be revisited on another day. Oh, thank goodness me. Southeast. Oh. And a railroad. Okay, so here's the railroad. And this is that long road. This could be interesting. Well, it was probably interesting in many ways, I would think. Okay, so that's northeast, southwest, and we got a bend. And a railway intersection. So, where could we be? Let's see now. So the railroad follows the road. Let's see, and that. So the road is going southwest and it's a bend towards the south. This is an option. Can we see what it's like over here? That could be it. Let's have a look on the other side here. The other side of the railroad. Let's see, so there are several roads here. And let's see, we got one road following the railroad in either direction. Then we got this road, which sort of bends that way. And if I'm right, it should be bending that way. And then there's this thing, which I suppose could be that thing. That is looking very promising indeed. So, yeah, and then we got a sharp bend here, but we didn't come from this road, did we? I think we came from this. Let's see, we're looking south. No, we're on this road. Oh, we're on the parallel road. Okay, that. Yeah. Oh, that's gonna be tricky. That's gonna be tricky indeed. Oh, wow. Can I see rhino bricks over there somewhere? Excuse me. It's going to be tricky because the bends in the road aren't on the map. That... Oh, man. And I can't see any of the buildings that are supposed to be here either, can I? Let's see. Which kind of has me wondering, am I in the right spot after all? I mean, there should be a building off to the side here somewhere. How old is this footage, though? Can't see a date on it. Let's see. Oh, there we go. 2019. Okay, so it's a few years old. Could have been developments here since the making of the map. Well, that doesn't make things any easier. Well, I'm fairly certain I'm in the right spot. Just to make sure. Okay, so I need to find where it goes back to A1 again. Well, it says Bela Quarries. Let's just make sure that this is where we are. It looks 100% dead certain. And there's a quarry over here, and that truck. And all these trucks that are driving up this road. Well, if that isn't a quarry, what is? Asphalt and stuff. Right. How are we gonna... how are we gonna square this one? So I would think that we're somewhere around here. looks more like a shack than anything else, but the slant of the ceiling or the roof suggests that it's this one. And we can use that for something. We actually can. So if I now look straight eastwards, let's head back to start again. And so I look straight eastwards, and now we're going to count. Let's see. 1, straight eastwards. 2, 3, 4. And 4 was slightly north of it. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. At 14 we're on the road. Yeah, that can work. So if let's see now, directly eastwards. Come on, let's get this right. So let's say we're looking there, and that is 10. So if that is 10, this is 5. And let's say we're there. No. Oh, we were right next to it. Blast. Ah. Okay, that's annoying. Okay. This region will be played once more at a later date. Right. Okay. And looks like I'm not getting my wish. We're somewhere on this thing. And, well, at least there are roads going off to the side. So that could be a help. And there's no, as far as I can see, there's no hint of the railroad. So that probably means that we're on this stretch here. Now let's see, I think it was that bit that didn't have any coverage. So there's no bend there. Seems to be a bend of sorts down there towards the south. There's several signs up there. Is that a building? Could be, but I want to check out the bend down here first. Let's go. That was annoying, that first round. I mean, so quickly found and so hard to pin. Well, that is... Oh, and this is slow. Oh, that's never a good combo when you got a place that is good on distances. But we got signs. We do have signs. So what's this then? Is there some kind of nature reserve or something? What does this one say? That we are 145 from something Mahalapia, and I think Francistown is the next one, yeah. Let's see, so 380 and 145, so that's 240 between Mahalapia and Francistown. So if that is 240, then that is about 120, which means, should mean that we should be quite close to Botswana. 67, 68, 69, 70. This is not looking good. Well, still have to persist. 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77. That's a structure, but it's not a building, unfortunately. '78, '79, '80, '81, '82, '83, '84, '85, '86, '87, '88, '89, '90. No, I think we passed them. 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 96, no, I just thought I saw something, 97, 98, 99, 100. And now we're at the bend. What do we do about this then? Now, I'm just going to say we were there. I don't usually do this, but I am unable to make an informed decision here. So I'll just go with that for random. Okay, half a kilometer away. And yeah, it was more than double the distance. Hey, that was annoying. And here we are again. Come on. Okay. No bends. And as far as I can see, no bends here either. And no sign, street signs, road signs either. Oof, this is going to be a long haul. Okay. Reduce speed. Oh, and we're coming up on Artesia. Oh, that's a fun name. So I guess that means there's a well here, or an artesian well. Ross Breeder's Artesia. Now, is there a bend in the road here then? Can't see Jack. Not even a slightest hint of a bend. But let's go with this for now. Should be able to see the railroad, but we aren't yet. Well, I haven't been paying that much attention to it, really. There's another sign coming up here. Yeah, I think I can see the railroad. Let's see now. I think that is the railroad running there. And what does it say here? Oh. Yeah, I'm not going to try to translate that, unfortunately. Wait a minute, let's have a little look at this. There are some roads going off to the side here, but is the trouble is there is a bend here, but it's so slight. So slight. This is almost like some sort of mirage. So faint is it. Let's see now. This road is open. That could well be this one. It's a little on the optimistic side, but let's go with that for now. Now there's supposed to be habitation in amongst the trees here. And then this, now we're getting some more structures up around. We got a tiny shack there. Yeah, I'm going to be so bold. Okay, I'm just going to continue down. I'm going to be so bold as to say that the buildings we now have on the left-hand side are these. No, I haven't counted, but there's nothing really to count. Just want to see, we got something called Silver 3 here. We're supposed to have a number of smaller buildings. Uh-huh. Doesn't say anything about Silver 3, but we do have these little shacks and stuff. So, okay, yep. So now here in what is called Botswana here. Then the question is, of course, where the heck did we come from? Okay. And I think we're probably about halfway between these 2 points. I could be off by several kilometers. It's likely that I am, but if I'm within 3 kilometers, I'll be happy. 1.6. Okay. I mean, when you're in situations like this, you just have to sort of make up your mind about what is an acceptable miss, because you know you will miss. So, well, that's what I got this time, 1.6 kilometers. Please let... Okay. Interesting area. It's like, what are they? Yeah, it's got cattle grazing. And they pretty much just bulldozed the road, I think. Now the question is which way to go. Let's go Nah, let's go west. Ah, yeah, now back to the glitchy footage of... Well, not quite as bad, but bad enough. It would be nice to 5k at least one round in this place. Also, it would be nice to see some settlements. Okay, so what are we growing here? If this is indeed a plantation, or if I'm a bit curious to know what they were growing here. Okay, we got an intersection. Crossroads even. But... I would assume... Well, I don't know what to assume, really. But we could actually be around here, couldn't we? The twisty and bendy nature of the road kind of suggests so. And if I'm right, then going westwards is a very bad choice. Let's go east. Which could have, of course, turned out to be a horrible choice if I'm wrong. But, well. Okay, so probably not there. What do you think? There are hills to the northeast. Put down a checkpoint. Isn't... Yeah, we passed through there. And as we come up here, we have a multiple intersection. Yes. Okay, I got you now. Now I just need to pin back to the checkpoint. So here, we're looking northwest. I think we're likely to be here. Let's see now. Is there... Yeah, we're going around a bend. Supposed to be a small shack here before the bend. There's a shack way over there. That's more likely to be one of these things. And then there's an intersection here on the bend. That does not match. But we're going to ignore that for now and see if we get a crossroads. Didn't I say something about a crossroads when we went down here? I think I did. Yes, here we are. This is this crossroads. Okay, so here's our road. Could actually possibly make this one. Let's see now. So I will look in westwards. I will look in eastwards. How far eastwards did we have to go? How far westwards was that intersection? Let's see, so we're looking eastwards and we're trending southwards. We could be here. Do we see any buildings to the north? No, but the brush is too thick. Once more. That's a very thick brush. But okay, so here we're heading slightly south of east. And then we are going somewhat south. Oh no, okay, right. Now we're at the intersection. So what does that mean? Okay, one more time. So here we're heading, yes. Okay, so we are right before this bend. The question is, are we on the bend? We are, should be about here. Right? We got ourselves a pin. Okay, well, that is somewhat redeeming. Oh, and then we get, okay, we get a community. That could be equally hard to figure out, but let's see. General Medical Service Surgery. That is, and if we can get the name of that clinic. Camogelo. Camogelo. Where is Camogelo? There's Modipane. Udi. Olpa. Kopong. Well, Camogelo doesn't have to be the name of a place, you know. We're just gonna make sure that we have exhausted that opportunity. Okay. Just wish I could read all of that. Something Lee Health, something clinic. No, care clinic. Okay, family health care clinic. I think it says Camogelo. Okay. And we have a supermarket. We can actually move in the direction of it. There are more signs here. We got a church, St. Anna's Catholic Church in Udi. Okay, so we're in Udi. Now, can we find St. Anna's? Can we find a clinic? St. Anne Rose. Let's see this. And what does it say on this sign? Apex Botswana. That's just a commercial sign. West. East. Harmony Springs. Okay, so we're somewhere in Udi. Now the question is, we have a supermarket, and we have a rather That kind of looks like a school, doesn't it? And it says Kgatleng. So we are in Udi. If I'm going eastwards, we are trending southeast. I kind of like the look of this area, but I would like to find that supermarket. And don't stay yourself too blind on a location either. Let's go the opposite way. Let's go westwards. Because it seems like we are getting into the thick of it here. West, slightly northwards. Does fit with this area, doesn't it? What is this place? Is that like a police station or something? Paved road. Even got a roundabout. Dutch Reformed Church, where was that? That's here. And that is a police station. Well, that is the police station that's coming up over there. Okay, I got you now. There's the supermarket. And that's the church, St. Anna's. So the supermarket is down there to the northwest. We are looking into this compound here of whatever it is. And got to be real careful now. Got to be real careful now. Here's the intersection I'm looking at there. Don't know if the roads are correctly depicted here. Internet cafe, okay. That ought to have been here. That thing is most likely this building. Just gonna have a little confirmation of that. Now we're missing buildings, that's a problem. Let's see, this road is going fairly straight south. Yeah, that's the one that... Okay, it's this... Yeah, so now I'm on this road. I just want to nail this one, that's why I'm taking so long. The supermarket is to the northwest. Looking south, so we have to be here, right? And then we got the three-way intersection. Slightly staggered. So it's got to be the correct location. Let's see, I'm going to place myself there. Nice. Oh well, so it got off to an awfully troublesome start, but the last two rounds, yeah, well, can't be anything but happy with those. Particularly with that one. That one was tough. So yeah, so we ended up with one of the locations being apparently, according to the map, in the southeast district, but according to the ISO information, this is within the Kgatleng district, and it even said so on some signs. So I don't know if Google will have to correct their boundaries here or what's going on. Maybe if you know, please know why or what is going on here, please let me know. So yeah, a game of two halves, let's put it that way, or 3/5 and 2/5. Like 3 very innovating ones and the 2 quite satisfactory ones. So that is it for this episode of A Tiny Dot in Space. I'm very glad that you're still with me on it, and I hope that you will join me in my search for new places to see in the next episode when it's up. Until then, bye-bye.